The things that I learned here really taught me a lot about myself and to keep on persevering.
Light in the darkness, darkness in the light. What do we think?
I'm April Alexander and I'm a portrait and fashion photographer from Essex. When the prompt came through, I was really excited. I was just thinking of the endless possibilities that I could do for my particular project. I personally don't see AI as a threat, and I don't think AI will completely take jobs away from creatives. I think it's fun to use AI to think outside the box, but I don't think it will ever take away from the human process, and that's what this project's all about. When creating my portraits, I always try to get the essence of my subjects. And I think it's integral to my style of photography to find the beauty in each and every one of my subjects. I think everything happens for a reason. Our previous model wasn't able to make the shoot, and it was devastating because we had planned the whole shoot around him. It can be very anxiety-inducing when everything's very last minute, and it's hard to kind of keep positive. But Jay was a blessing in disguise. We decided to shoot on the pier, and the location was absolutely stunning. I wanted something that was quite vast and clear of trees, but I still wanted to get the feeling of the surroundings in my portrait. I really wanted that juxtaposition of light and dark with his posing, his moods, and then light and dark with the scenery in the background and the sun coming down. I think I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. It's definitely been a challenge for me as a photographer. I tend to shoot in the studio quite frequently, so being able to have the opportunity to shoot in such beautiful locations, but then be challenged with the light finishing at 5 p.m. and then snow and then sleet has been a bit stressful, but it's also been a welcome change for me. It was one of those things where I was just so nervous the whole day because so much of my plans have changed. So I was just like, oh, the models look so great. And I was just like, I just hope that I can pull it out of the bag. Yeah, it was just amazing, better than I ever imagined, really. Even at this stage, what this trip has taught me is to just come out of my comfort zone, try new things, and sometimes it will work and sometimes it won't.
I'm just thinking of how much time you'll need, because the longer the shirts be, the more time you have to paint.
Last night we tried to do light painting, which is something that I really wanted to try.
It's where you're just crossing over multiple times. So
okay. It just didn't work, unfortunately, and I was quite disappointed, but we were able to regroup and think of a different way that I could maybe use this experience to try and shoot the outfit and the model again at a different time.
I was everywhere that time.
You were.
It is what it is, but yeah, thank you so much for your help.
When things don't go to plan, some people give up, but I think it's so important to just keep on striving, keep on going for your idea, and you can adapt and you can amend and you can, try something new, and half the time it will probably be better than your original idea anyway. This was probably my favourite outfit, so we decided to try it again the following day during daylight hours, and it actually worked really, really nicely with the outfit. That was exactly what I wanted for the brief, the light in the scenery, the darkness in the clothing and in the facial expressions and the body language, and I couldn't have asked for a better image. The 3 images that I was able to create exceeded my expectations. I was a bit worried because I had a lot of situations, but looking back over the images, I'm super proud of myself. I'm happy that I persevered and kept on going regardless of all of the obstacles in my way. This experience has just been one of me getting out of my comfort zone, I think. It hasn't been a stress-free process, but I don't think, especially when you're trying things for the first time, I don't think it's ever stress-free. I think what's important to remember about why people love photography is the story behind it. I think with AI it's quite easy to just type in a sentence and get your image straight away, but there's no conversation that can be had more of how you were able to actually create the image, because it's the journey that makes photos even more special.